Hey everyone, Ivan here. Before we continue, I would like to ask you for your support. Just hit that like button, subscribe for my channel and hit that bell button as well, so you don't miss any further video. This really helps the channel to grow and stay alive. Your comments are appreciated as well. Thank you. Okay, so first let's fix these creases on the side. I didn't like it. There were some bumps which can be tweaked a bit. So I'm selecting the edge, the vertices along these edge loops and using the loop tool and space them evenly. Then connect these with J and clean these, removing them. And merging these, removing this one below. And I'll have to space these vertices there as well, since they are really consolidated. So just selecting the vertices along the edge and then space them evenly. But moving this a bit down and just to have in equal space in between the edge loops as much as possible. It's a tricky place. There are many different surfaces going in the different directions, so again spacing these and sliding this along the edges, leaving them a bit more air to breathe. Sliding this a bit up. And yeah, this starts to look good. And the same for front. Looks actually already better. Trying different approaches and see what works best. Also placing another cut there, spacing this properly. Same there. This looks good, way better than before. And merge these vertices there and placing another cut with the knife tool. And removing the edge there to make a quad. And again selecting these vertices there along the edge and spacing them evenly. Try not to pick way too many vertices. I mean, only the ones you want to space. And yeah, this looks way better and way cleaner. Then I've seen that there is another edge loop needed on this crease there, so I will add it now. But first let me place these vertices properly, because they were too deep and making a dent. Also, they can be placed a bit better to make a proper curve. So that's what I'm doing right now. I mean, this is just fine tweaks, and your model can just win from these. So yes, I've just placed this edge loop with Ctrl R, and yeah, it looks way cleaner. But this crease there will need to be fixed, since there are many vertices and n-gons that needs to be cleaned. N-gons are actually not that big of an issue when Turbo Smooth is in Max, in 3D Max, but when smoothing and using subdivision, trees are causing way more issues than n-gons. So here and there you can have some n-gons, and this would be fine. It depends, sometimes trees works as well, especially on flat surfaces, but it's on vehicles you rarely have flat surfaces, so usually try to avoid them as much as possible. I'm placing here another cut and trying to clean it. As you can see, that crease is pulled up, which I don't want to. I try to avoid that. It's when I turn the subdivision on, the vertex is immediately lifted, and I don't want this. I'm trying to fix that. It should go actually straight back. Removing this edge loop I've just created, it wasn't a good solution. And trying to continue the cut there and create kind of a border just to yes, this looks way better. But it will need another edge just to maintain it. So I will have to move this a bit closer to the, just like that. And yeah, this looks way better. Yeah, I like that. So I will have to. We're almost actually done with the guide mesh, and but still there are some details like this that just need some minor tweaks. Adding another edge loop there to maintain the border of the frame of the window. And yes, this looks nice. I will add there another one, but later. So I will clean a bit the back here. I'm adding another edge there, but it's too consolidated, so I've decided to actually follow the topology, and it should be actually like that, and adding another cut there in order to make a quad. So now the topology, it looks way cleaner. trying different variations, what would work best. I think this is actually already good. So adding another support edge there to maintain the crease better. Merging these both together. Perfect. This looks way better. And here, sliding this a bit down, try to always to maintain equal space or as much as possible between the edge loops. There are places where you can have a bit less of a less density, but usually you always try to keep the distance even distance. Sliding this and trying to make a better edge flow. And this line needs to be fixed a bit. It needs to be even and a nice curve. So I'm trying to, if the edge loops options are working, but in this case it wasn't the correct way. So I'm trying to move them by hand and place them correctly. And yes, this looks better. Reflections looks smooth and I like the result. So here you can see that you can activate the edge loops. If you always have this plugin by default. So right now when you have it activated, but for me I always have it by default. I just saved it. So you can see you can select the edges and just space evenly the vertices as I did here. So in order to make this curve way smoother, because the vertices were way too consolidated, place these vertices by hand. And yeah, this looks way better. Just checking if the crease is still there, and it is. Sliding this a bit up, this too, and yes, this looks nice. I like it. This is a really tricky press. It goes inside and then outside. That it looks good enough. So here there is a crease on under the rear light, but it ends exactly there. So I'm just spacing the vertices in order to create that, and yeah, there it is. So this is yeah, it is a hard geometry and hard place there, so I'll have to work on this a bit more, to spend some more work on it. So I will add another edge loop there to maintain the hard edge, another one there, and connect these, and then removing the previous one. But it is a lot of trial by error. You really need to see what works best. Spacing this a bit. Adding another edge there, connecting it. again sliding this up and adding another edge loop there to maintain the hard edge on the corner, and spacing this evenly just to keep the curve. Another one there, and I can connect these up with a J and join them. And yeah, this starts to look good, way better than before. Yeah, I like it. I'm hiding the vertices in front just to not get confused by them. I'm selecting these and moving them a bit down to make that edge a bit more hard, more sharp. And then moving this a bit down, keeping the space between. And always check also your reflection. That's what I'm doing when I add some more edge loops, just to see if the reflection is broken and if it's flowing still correctly. Yeah, I've just seen that this goes way too deep inside, so I will have to clean it a bit again, unfortunately, just to because there were way too many edges and it will be way too hard to fix this, so I need to clean it. And switching the Matcap just to see better the shape. With the reflective one is a bit too, yeah, it's not that easy to see how the reflection, how the shape is flowing. Removing this one again, just because this lip went way too much out, and it's not the case actually on the real car model. It needs to be almost on the same level as the back. Tweaking the curve there a bit. And yeah, this starts to look way better. Yeah, I mean, it is not necessary to really be that picky, but your model always win by that. Moving this a bit down, this needs to be a straight line, as you can see the blueprint. And we're actually almost done there. So I'm just thinking how should I proceed, but yes, just added there another one, another edge loop, and I'll have to space them a bit, just because there is the curve is not that sharp there. Also try not to add way too many vertices, and that's what I'm trying to avoid, just to add as less as possible edge loops. And this is, as you can see, it's a really tricky place, so I'm trying to keep the geometry as clean as possible. So continue there the support loop, because it is a hard edge there. Adding another one there. And always, I mean, I've aligned this with Ctrl R, E and then F, cleaning the geometry there, and this starts to look better. It will need some cleaning through. It's as you can see, some of the vertices way too dense, so the curves are currently a bit broken, so I'll have to fix this. Yeah, this starts to look clean. Also, that's the place where it should be actually even to the rest of the curve. Fixing also this, the curve of the lip itself. I'm trying to make a smooth curve, just like that. Try not to grab with too many vertices. You don't want to move vertices somewhere else where you don't have to. So back to this place. Keeping a bit more distance in between in order to maintain the curve there. And yes, this part took me really a lot of time, but at the end it looks really nice. Sliding this a bit back and adding another edge loop. I will have to hide the vertex there in order to not to get an edge flow where I don't want to. So just hide this one there and connect the vertices there. Sliding this and merging with the rest. Yeah, I mean, it is. I think this part till now took me the most time to figure it out how the edge flow should be correctly. Yeah, that starts to look nice. And trying to maintain the correct edge flow. Yeah. There is a pinching I don't like, I will have to fix that. Yeah, this looks way better than before. So and now, as you can see, that's how actually it should be. The lip is just continuation of the curve further. Then separating this a bit more, because the curve there is not that sharp and the crease is way softer. I'm lifting this a bit up. Yeah, this looks way better. Nice. So we're almost done here. Spacing these vertices evenly so the curve is nice and smooth. I like that. Yeah, this looks... We're almost done. The pinch is gone there. There it is. Looks nice and smooth already. Spacing this a bit more. And yeah, this looks already really nice. This has broken the curve, so no, it's not the correct solution. So just removing it back. And I was thinking how to continue this edge of the angle I have there. So what I just did, yes, tweaking a bit more the curve there, and adding another edge loop there, sliding this and merging them together, and yes, this actually fixed it. So I'm adding here a bit more, and we will proceed further with the back on the next part. But here just adding another support loop in order to maintain that crease there. And that's it for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Again, please subscribe and give a like, give a comment, and if you have any questions, as always, comment and I will try to answer them. And thanks again. Bye.